The Minnesota-Detroit line is one of the most outwardly disrespectful things I've ever seen Vegas do. Minnesota, listen.
It's because they isn't Detroit the only team that beat them? Or was that a game?
Hold on. Well, Minnesota this year has lost to the Philadelphia Eagles, and their one other loss this year, trying to remember, I don't believe it was to Detroit. Maybe you're correct, but I don't believe that's correct. Their one other loss this year came to the Cowboys. The Cowboys blew them out. So Minnesota is 10-2.
So
their losses are to the two teams most people think are the best teams in the conference.
Right.
The Eagles and the Cowboys.
The line just makes sense if Detroit did beat them earlier this season or something,
They played earlier this season in Minnesota, and Detroit, that was the game, if I'm not mistaken, that inexplicably Dan Campbell kicked like a 55-yard field goal at the end, up 3, and Minnesota came back and won. I don't believe in Minnesota. I don't think Minnesota's a very good team. However, the fact that Vegas is telling us they think Minnesota and Detroit are equivalent talent teams, when it's not like Kirk Cousins or Justin Jefferson are hurt. It is why Detroit started the year 1-7. Now, I understand they've won 4 consecutive games. I give them credit for it. I thought this line was going to be Minnesota -3. It is Detroit -2.5. It is so off. And it is so clearly daring you to bet the Vikings that I have to put it in the be careful category. This is a 10-2, and again, I don't think the Vikings are that good, but a 10-2 team being a dog against Jared Goff and the Lions is wild.
Vegas probably believes in Trevor Lawrence just as much as you do.
What is that?
All that tells me.
Trevor Lawrence.
Detroit just smacked the Jags up last week.
Okay, I get it. I understand what you're saying. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know what it is. That line is baffling. And so I'm just throwing it's so far out of the realm of what I thought it would be. I'm throwing it in the be careful category. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.